Good Erev Shabbos, Parshas Dvarim, Shabbos Chazon. You know, as we begin Sefer Dvarim, which we know is Mishnah Torah, the Torah is referred to Moshe Rabbeinu Eila HaDvarim. Now, on the one hand, we know those are Divrei Tochacha, which Moshe Rabbeinu gives over to Klal Yisrael in a very discreet way. On the other hand, Eila HaDvarim is Vayu HaDvarim Ha'eila Asher Noichim Etzavcha Hayoim Al Levavecha V'Shinantam V'Necha V'Dibarta Bam. So on the one hand, the Dvarim is the Torah Hakadoshah, and on the other hand, the Dvarim here is also a reference to Teichacha in a very clandestine way. So my question is, what's going on here exactly? Moshe Rabbeinu is giving over the Torah to Klal Yisrael. The Torah is called Eila HaChukim, Eila HaMishpatim, and all of a sudden, Eila HaMitzvahs, and all of a sudden, the Torah Hakadoshah is all of a sudden narrowed down to Eila HaDvarim. These are the words. And furthermore, why is this encoded and embedded within these words where Moshe Rabbeinu is giving El Kol Yisrael? On the one hand, it's enumerated that everybody is present, all of Klal Yisrael. And then the Torah tells us several locations and ends with another code word of V'di Zahav, which the Gemara tells us is actually an allusion to the Chet of the Egel Hazav, which happened because Klal Yisrael had too much Kesef Zahav. What in the world is going on? Why the encryption? Why the coding? Do we need Shmona Matayim to figure out what's going on? And I think that the reason is that as Moshe Rabbeinu gives over the Torah his last time to Klal Yisrael, he's saying, you know what? Eila HaDvarim. The first and most important thing you got to know is what you say, how you say it. That is the Torah, especially now as we approach Tisha B'Av, which should be Me'evel Yontif. Tisha B'Av. Why was the Beis HaMikdash destroyed? It was destroyed because of Sinas Chinam, Arnas Dvarim. Rabbi said we have two lips. It gives us the opportunity on a daily basis to be machazik others, to speak to others nicely, kindly. It also is where we smile from. We smile, we show our teeth. We uplift other Jews. Even when Rosh Rabbeinu has to give Teichacha to Klal Yisrael, he doesn't do it in a direct way. First and foremost, it's El Kol Yisrael. He made sure everybody was there, never speaking behind anybody's back. Not relying on Chaim to tell Chaim to tell Yitzchak what Moshe said. No, you do it in somebody's presence, but how do you do it with metikas? You lay it out in a clandestine, hidden way. You don't go direct for the jugular. You say V'di Zahav. You don't say you are over the Chet HaEgel. There's a way. If we have to give over Teichacha to a child, to a neighbor, to a friend, to a colleague, there's a way we are meant to speak. And that is Kol HaTorah Kula, Eila HaDvarim. And that's why I believe every day in Shema Yisrael we say, V'hayu HaDvarim. Yes, we're coming down to the very bare basics, the words that we speak. Yes, Eino Chinami, there's the Chukim and Mishpatim, Eila HaMitzvahs. But the message here as we approach Tisha B'Av is, you want to be Zoichet to the Geula. You want to see the rebuilding of the Beis HaMikdash? Well, you know what? The blocks are in our hands. We control those building blocks. Those big stones, you know where they're formed? Right here with what we say. And each and every time, we're mechazik another yid. And we tell another yid a kind word. And we bring a smile to another yid. Even if it has to be by tochacha, we have to be creative and think about, as Moshe Rabbeinu did, how we do it. And chas v'shalom, never behind another person's back. El Kol Yisrael teaches us only when everybody's there. If we implement these very challenging and difficult lessons, then we could actually create those building blocks that will form the Beis HaMikdash in heaven and come down be'esh to us, and we will be zoicha to the Gula Kraiva, b'mheira b'yameinu and Mashiach Tzidkenu, and may this Tisha B'Av turn into a yontif, the yontif of the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu, b'mheira b'yameinu. Our words can change people's lives. Let's use this tool effectively. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos and a meaningful fast on Tisha B'Av. Good Shabbos.